Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we got our lander back into orbit, and now we are planning to link up with our orbiter here, which will be our return stage. I did go ahead and set up a maneuver node. I was recording that and then I decided to cut it because we had like 20 minutes of waiting because I launched at terrible times, and we could only time warp at 50x. So, as it is right now, we're about an hour and a half out, but I wanted this extra time to be able to explain a bit what's going on here. So, I am using the rendezvous planner here. It's not like it does anything special, though. All it does is, I skipped aligning planes. We're about 0.8 degrees off the inclination from our target, so it's not huge. I skipped that for the time being. We'll be able to align planes a little bit more correctly later on. And I skipped establishing a new orbit, which probably would have made this faster as well, but I wanted to save the delta V. And then it's just intercepting with a home-in transfer. That's exactly the same as every other home-in transfer that we've done this game, so just changing our orbit to match their orbit, using the rendezvous planner here for the correct time of that, which is going to be here in another 50 minutes, so one more orbit around will be fine. And then all we're going to do is match velocities at closest approach, which will just create a maneuver node to change our intercept velocity from 16.4 relative meters per second to 0.0 meters per second. And then I may use get closer, I may do it manually. We'll see what I feel like when we get there. It's easy enough, either way. And then once you use get closer, you can always do match velocities at closest approach again, and it takes some time. Also, the game apparently decided to start stuttering again. Maybe only while going at 50x time warp, hopefully. Maybe no, it didn't stop. Okay, I'm not sure exactly why it's doing that, but we're just going to go ahead and correct our heading here real quick, and then it's an 11 meter per second burn to intercept. We have plenty of delta V for this docking, and in fact, we're probably going to be able to burn a fair amount of our delta V off of these stages if we can get our docking heading correctly. Which hopefully we can. We've also got our monopropellant delta V. And there's our intercept burn. Not much of a burn. There is our stage right there. Excellent. So I think I'm just going to match velocities at closest approach and execute that node. So that's going to be 16.4 meters per second in the target retrograde direction once we get over there. So that'll be, at the closest approach. So technically over here, apparently. Yeah, that's intersect 1 there. So you can see here, there's our friend right there. We are still getting a little bit closer. Our inclination is currently off, which is one of the reasons why we're coming in at this odd angle. But that's okay. There we go. We will be making our burn momentarily. We're 1.3 kilometers away. There we go. Our target retrograde velocity is currently very, very little. Almost nil. Not exactly nil, but pretty close to it. So I am going to go ahead and just get closer. For that, we just burn at the target a little bit. And let's go ahead and execute that node. 13.2 meters per second. That's rather a lot. We're gonna have to deal with that. Okay, let's match velocities at closest approach again and execute that node. As we get closer, we will be able to start our actual docking procedure. I'm probably not going to use the docking mode here. I'm not very familiar with it. I'm probably just going to do regular docking. When are you planning on doing this burn? Okay, there you go, Megchub. Excellent. Okay, so at this point, basically all I want to do is, well, I'm going to make a quick save, just in case I mess this up. We're going to hop over to this guy right here, and we are going to... Do we not have power? Oh my. I didn't put power on this thing. Okay, so we can't actually turn it. All the power is on the lander. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, so let's go to target parallel up, I believe is what we're looking for here. Yes, indeed. And let's just get a teeny tiny amount of relative velocity. Relative velocity minus now. We need to be just slightly above it. And let's kill that speed. There we go. And now let's burn towards the target a little bit, but also, well, technically I want to be burning this way. So let's go ahead and burn to right about here-ish. Well, maybe like here. Okay. Cut engines, relative velocity minus. As soon as we are over it, we're going to need to go ahead and start braking. There we go. Close enough-ish. Okay, so we can't turn this thing, so it's going to be a little awkward. Let's go ahead and actually burn a little bit closer in this direction. I don't want to burn directly at it, as before. I want to burn slightly above it. So let's go ahead and get our rotation set up about like that. And we'll burn slightly above it and slightly towards it. About 4 meters per second. Relative velocity minus is where we want to go next. And kill that velocity. Okay. Parallel velocity up is where we want to be right now, because we want to just maneuver in with docking, or with RCS technically. So let's go ahead and turn on RCS. I guess let's go ahead and turn on docking mode. I don't actually set as target for that docking port. Okay, so we are a little bit off. I'm going to make a quick save here because I'm not super experienced in this. And then let's see if I can remember how this goes. Okay. About right there, I think. Okay, now we want to go down. What's the hotkey for that? H is the hotkey for up. Maybe J? Nope, not J. N? Yeah, that looks more like it. Okay. Let's make sure that we're aligned decently. We are not aligned decently. So slightly over this way. Okay. Little more. Little less. Nope, that's too much. Okay. Now, let's go this way a little bit. That's decent. Back down a little bit. Stop that motion. We are now definitely too far this way. So let's just bring it in. We are impacted here a little bit. That's very obnoxious. Come on. I'm quite unfamiliar with the RCS controls, as you may be able to tell. We are currently not quite moving the correct direction. That's pulling us away, right there. As is that. Come on. Okay. This is obnoxious. Let's just kill our relative velocity right now. RCS off. And RCS back on. There we go. RCS off, please. Back into staging mode. Relative velocity, kill. Come on, kill it. There. Okay, RCS back on. Go to parallel up. We, kind of killed our position there. It's unfortunate. Entirely my fault, though. Let's just move a little bit closer, 0.3 meters per second. I mean, theoretically, this should be easy enough to do, but I fail, apparently. So far, so good. What was that RCS? Oh, we bumped into it. Okay. Well, that's no good. Because now it's spinning a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, it is, and we don't have any power for that. Okay, come on. We need to go this way. Okay, now we need to go this way. Come on. Let's see which direction would break this. This way, I think. No. Kill our relative velocity, please. Okay. Just stop. So this thing is spinning at this point a little bit. And we are off. I'm going to... I messed it completely up. I hate docking. I'm going to go ahead and load in the quick save that I made when we were incredibly close. Because apparently I am incapable of doing this. And the docking mode isn't helping much. I will figure this out, though. I'm not going to resort to automating it with MechJeb, because I need practice at this. So we're going to do the lander probe. Go ahead and fly this. And where are we currently? We are right here. Gotcha. .3 meters per second. Relative velocity minus, please. RCS off. There. Parallel minus. Let's go into docking mode. Actually, stay in staging mode until we finish our turn. Oh, we finished our turn. Parallel plus. That's the direction we need to be. Okay, in target mode. Let's open up our docking. Let's see if I can't figure out how to do this. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get our rotation set up here. so that we are actually going this way, so that hopefully I'll know what direction is what direction. That would be nice. And let's just translate. Actually, we are translating in the correct direction incredibly slowly right now. So maybe if we just wait, turn off RCS, rotate this to be a little bit more amenable to the direction this thing's coming in at. RCS back on. It is coming in. I think it's still going to hit this guy. RCS back off, please. Okay. If we can just come in here ever so gently. I think we might have this now. Ish. Oh. Our braces hit it. Super unfortunate. Okay, let's stop trying to do this in hard mode, shall we? So I'm going to reload this once again, because I suck at this. And then what I'm going to do is, like I said, stop trying to do it in hard mode. I'm going to go ahead and dump the 797 Delta V that we've got here. We've got plenty of Delta V to get home. We don't actually need these side boosters at this point. So we're going to go ahead and fly the lander. We are in a good position here-ish, but it'll be much, much easier to dock this. It'll require less precise flying if I just decouple. Oh, we have to do each one independently? Rip. Go to kill rot, please. Come on, give me the decoupler. Decouple that. And decouple that. Okay. Now, relative velocity minus, please. Okay. Stop! Stop, RCS! Please! I'm trying to kill our relative velocity here. There we go. Okay. Now burn a bit towards the target, but also a bit above the target. So up over this direction-ish. RCS on. Okay. Relative velocity minus, please, but no RCS for that. Ugh, the RCS in the turn. It broke everything. RCS, stop. Please, just stop. Okay, we are getting closer again now. So let's just go to kill rot. And I want to burn simply in... No. Everything is kind of backwards right now-ish. Approximately this direction. Okay. Relative velocity minus. And now on kill rot. Okay, and let's kill this now. Oh, come on. I messed that up again. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move towards it at about 0.2. No, no RCS. Don't do that. I need to remember to turn RCS off. We're using it for maneuvering, not for turning. Okay. We want to go ahead and move back in that direction slightly. RCS off. Relative velocity minus. Back to kill rot. RCS on. We're in approximately the right position here, so kill that rotation. Oh. Again, I need to stop that. See, what I'm doing is I'm turning the RCS off with R, but I'm over the smart ASS, so it's not actually working. We need to go back this direction slightly. Relative velocity off, or RCS off, relative velocity minus. Kill rot. RCS on. There we go. Okay. Now, parallel velocity up. We are slightly off, but we can hopefully adjust that. I'm going to make a quick save here. And we're going to turn RCS back on and push down ever so slightly towards this thing. Also want to go a little bit this way. Well, a little bit this way and this way. No, that's opposite. Okay. And move down a little bit faster. I think we're on the correct trajectory here. Ish. Hopefully. We missed over this way. Come on. Yeah, I think we're docked. Okay. Well, that was harder than it needed to be, but that is why I suck at docking. Now you know. Okay, so we've got this engine here. It is fired up and good to go. And we have our decoupler up here. We are otherwise good to head home. So let's go ahead and just do a prograde burn over here. And just, that's an interesting little burn. What can we get out of this? Intercept. Looks like we are actually better off to not use it. Unless we were to burn at a different time, but I think this is fine. Okay, so let's use our maneuver planner once more. Execute that node. And yes, I have docked things manually before, but mostly the problem was that we had those stacks on there that I was trying to save, and it kept bouncing off. That was most of the problem. The rest of the problem is I just suck at docking, and I need to do it more and practice it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go. Excellent. So let's physics warp this on up. We are on our way home at long, long last. But getting home will probably be something for another episode. Because that docking maneuver took rather longer than I anticipated. Mostly because I suck. Mostly. And I have no idea how to use the docking interface. It didn't help me at all. Yeah, I need more practice docking. Maybe we'll make a space station one of these days. That would get me some practice. Anyway, let's go ahead and warp on up to the Duna escape. If we can click on it. There we go. Excellent. And off we go. Goodbye, Duna. It was, an interesting time. An interesting time indeed. Okay, so we want to be where exactly? We want to be over... Well, that's 59 days, 47 days, 25 days, 14 days. So we want to be right around here. Excellent. Okay. So, I mean, at this point, it's just basically a simple matter of a Homan transfer to Kerbal. Set that as our target, descending node of negative 0.1 degrees. That's not a big deal. I just canceled the auto time warp. Okay. We are now over the sun anyway. So, let's just go ahead and create this node. I want to see where exactly it puts it. It puts it a long ways away. We have to go all the way over here. That's fine. So what do we get for a periapsis out of this? I mean, that's actually not bad. Can try to change our inclination a bit, I suppose. Let's see here. Something along the lines of that. And then bring it up to about 100 kilometers. I mean, technically, we could just arrow brake directly from here. It is theoretically a possibility. Do we want to try it? We could always adjust our orbit later. Okay. Something along the lines of that-ish, but we'd want to be a little lower if we were going to arrow brake from here. Maybe like 30 kilometers would be good. If I could get the scroll wheel to not be super mega sensitive. Okay, that's pretty decent right there. Okay, let's go ahead and execute that node. I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode, we will be back about the time that this node happens. See you all then.